This screencast is to demonstrate how to use the offline grading features of Moodle assignment. First, you want to make sure that you go into your assignment settings to enable offline grading. Scroll down to the area on the settings page called Feedback Settings and make sure that Offline Grading Worksheet is set to Yes. Always scroll to the bottom of the page and save your settings. Once your students have submitted their papers, you click on View Grade All Submissions, and you can see that I have 5 students here that have all submitted papers. In the Grading Action menu, first I go to Download All Submissions. This will download all of the student-submitted papers in one tidy zip file. Then I also use the Grading Action menu to choose Download Grading Worksheet, where I can download a CSV file to enter grades. Now I'm going to go to my desktop to find the files I downloaded. I have a zip file containing all of my student submissions, and I can double-click it to expand it out into a folder containing all the files. I can double-click the folder to display all of the student submissions. Notice that each file is named including the student name, a Moodle ID number, an assigned submission file, and also the title that the student gave the file when they submitted the paper. The grading worksheet is a CSV file. If you double-click it, it will usually open in Excel. There's columns including the students' names, their email address, the most recent status of the assignment, and an area where you can insert both the grade you assign and general comments or feedback that will be displayed on the Moodle page. Okay, now I've read all of the submissions from my students, I've commented on their files digitally, and I've used my offline grading worksheet to enter their grades and some generic comments. So now I need to save this information and upload it back to Moodle. In Excel, you can save your file just as it is by hitting Save. You'll get this error about the workbook not containing all of the features, but that's just because this is a CSV file and not a full Excel file. You can go ahead and hit Continue. Once your file is saved, it should be right where you left it before. This is the same CSV file that I downloaded, still in my Downloads folder, except now I've saved my grades and my generic comments into it. So now I'm going to go back to my Moodle assignment to upload the grading worksheet here. On my assignment page, I've gone to View and Grade All Submissions to get back here to the grading interface. From the Grading Action menu, I can choose Upload Grading Worksheet. I'm prompted to upload my file, so I'll go back out to my desktop, take my CSV file, and just drag it into the box here. One thing you may always want to do is check the box that says Allow updating records that have been modified more recently in Moodle than in the spreadsheet. The first time around, not checking this box won't be a big problem. But after that, if you've uploaded feedback files or need to update any grades using the grading worksheet, you definitely want to check this box to make sure all of the updates get corrected in the system. Once you're sure, click Upload Grading Worksheet. You'll get a confirmation screen that indicates the grades and which student they were set for, as well as feedback comments that were entered into the worksheet. Hit Confirm to make sure the grades and feedback are saved. Once everything's been updated, hit Continue. Now you'll see on the grading page, you've got the grades entered here, and if you scroll a little bit to the right, you'll see the feedback here. However, we also took the student papers and we made specific comments on each of the papers that we downloaded here. So each one of these has been slightly edited in order to indicate specific areas that I wanted to make comments on. What I can do is I can zip up these files here as they are and upload those back to Moodle as well. Make sure you open the folder that contains all of the files and then select all of them You can select one, hold down the Shift key, and select the bottom one, or you can use the Select All key combinations if you're familiar with them. Once they're all selected, you can right-click on the files, and on a Mac you'll say Compress Items. On Windows, you'll want to go to Send To, and then send it to a compressed folder. Once you do that, it'll create a zip folder right inside the folder amongst all of the student files. This is the item that you're going to want to upload to Moodle. Go back to your Moodle page. In the grading area, in the grading action menu, yet again, this time we're going to upload multiple feedback files in a zip. Select that from the menu, and again, you'll be asked to upload a file. So I'm going to go to my desktop, I'm going to get the zip file I just created and drag that into the box, and then I'm going to click Import Feedback Files. You'll get a confirmation page that will list all of the files that the system recognizes that has new information in it or feedback for students. Hit Confirm. You'll have a final confirmation that feedback files have been added, and you can hit Continue. So now, in addition to the grades being entered and generic comments being uploaded here, students now have feedback files that have been returned to them with specific comments on their papers.